Welcome to Peralta Matters. I am your host, Jay Calhoun. Today's show will be focusing on student scholarships at the Peralta Community Colleges. As you know, the scholarships help the students with tuition, living expenses, books, and required fees. So, let's have a discussion and find out what matters to these students at Peralta.
Laney College represents exactly what I believe can make a difference, not only in the individual lives of students, but in communities, in cities, in states, and in our country.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I'm your host, Jay Calhoun. We are now joined by Chancellor Award Trophy winner, Jessica Alvarez. How are you?
Good, nice to meet you.
You as well. Let's first talk about what it felt like to be one of 4 nominees for the Chancellor's Trophy Award for the Peralta College District.
It was an honor because I was the only woman surrounded by males. The only Latina, so it would just make me proud that I'm representing my community where I come from.
Right on.
Just because many of us don't get to make it to the top. Even though I'm still not at a UC level, I'm trying to get there. So I'm showing them that they can make it and that eventually they can be in my shoes and that college, it's for everyone. You know, even if you just want to get your AA or your 4-year, applying doesn't hurt for scholarships, especially like the Chancellor Award. You know, the money that you get can help you to further either your education or to pay your bills at the moment, you know, whatever it is that you got to take care of. And it's useful so that you can continue further on with life. So, yeah.
Talk a little bit about what the award did for you this year.
I didn't think I was going to win just because I felt that other candidates had a different, maybe higher opportunity than myself. It was complicated. I applied for the Chancellor Award. They made me redo the application like 3 times because the format was different. I was also in another country when all of this was going on. Currently ASLC President Brian Cervantes helped me a lot, submitting my paperwork, making sure that everything was the way it was supposed to be. Because of him, I really am acknowledging that he helped me a lot with the scholarship. I really thank him. So if you're watching this, dude, thanks, not looking out. Appreciate that. So yeah.
What for you is the process for becoming one part of student government and then achieving the award? Is it something that you wanted to do as an achievement for when you got into school? This is what I'm gonna accomplish these things, or did you kind of get here and just fall in line?
When I started here at Laney, I never thought I could be in the student government. I knew I've always had it in me, but never did it cross my mind. I met Brian about 2 years ago, and he's like, "Come on, dude, you should join. You should join." But I was like, "No, dude, I don't have what it takes." So he slowly started taking me to meetings, to all these little things, marches. He's like, "Hey, you should come. We talk about it, and I think you'll really like it." And I really enjoy them just because I feel that I'm helping out my people.
There you go.
And I'm making a difference. And I really love the fact that he kept pushing me to do these things. Now I'm currently in the student government. I'm an ASLC publicity commissioner. I'm running for student president next year. And it's all because of him, because he was just kind of like, "Come on, dude, you have the potential." This Chancellor Trophy Award represents that for students that are not just, students, but, helping the community. This is kind of like a recognition to all the work that they have done, contribute to the Peralta colleges, kind of saying thank you. I feel like it's kind of like a thank you from you guys to me, just because I've done a lot, and I feel like it's always good just getting that feedback, like, "Hey, you did good." And even if I made a mistake, just learning from that mistake, so that when I tell someone else, they don't make the same mistakes I made.
There you go. So now that you've been patted on the back for your accomplishments, are you going to take these further?
Yes.
What's your goals, aspirations?
My next goal is to become the ASLC president. First female Latina running for president once again. Making minorities increasing at Laney College. Our minorities are really low for Hispanic and African American. So showing that we can accomplish, go to Berkeley, UCLA, SR State, UC San Jose, East Bay, transferring so that when we are the future. So when we come back to this community college, people shouldn't understand that we come from the same background as they're coming from. And it's not someone like, "Oh, well, you're privileged, you had everything, so you don't know what it is to not pay rent, to not have money for books, to be struggling with financial aid, EOPS." And I can understand where all the students come from because I'm on the same boat.
Exactly. So you're going to transfer when you get out of here?
Yeah.
What's your goals?
My goal is either UC Berkeley or UCLA.
Politics or?
No, I want to do Chicano studies.
Excellent.
My master's on education.
There you go.
And PhD on education.
Sounds like you got a plan already there.
Yeah, I just got to get admitted to college now.
Talk a little bit about most of the student government cast that we have on the show really discuss the emphasis on student involvement and also the challenges that you all face for getting the word out to your fellow students.
It's hard just because, a lot of students have jobs, they're parenting, they're half of the day or part of the week. So it's pretty hard to outreach. So what we try to do is just, put flyers. We created a Facebook.
Excellent.
We try to outreach in classrooms so that students can come by. Our student center, 3rd floor, that's where we're located. So if students have any questions, we assist them, and we get all random. Lately, we have been getting a lot of students, and they randomly just come for anything like financial aid, EOPS, ESPS, which even though it has nothing to do with us, we still guide them, make sure that they get assisted as they're supposed to be assisted. And if no one can help them, we'll direct them to somewhere where they can be helped. And then once again, Brian has been the main key to the ASLC functioning correctly because he's trained us, developed, the skills that he's learned, as the Navy, former Navy and everything. So training us to be better leaders, and so that when the future students come in, we can train them with what he trained us. So I do want to give, Brian, once again, dude, you done an excellent job with the student government, working without an advisor, which is really, really difficult, but we still have managed to done a great job.
All right. Well, we see here Jessica Alvarez, Effective Leadership. I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for your time.
Congratulations on your trophy, too.
Thank you again.
All right.
And thank you guys for your time.
No problem. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
I'm Congresswoman Barbara Lee. Join me in watching Peralta TV.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I am your host, Jay Calhoun. We are now joined by the Jerry Adams Award winner from BCC, Kristophe Green. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Welcome
How
to
are
the
you?
show, man.
Happy to be here.
Let's talk about, first, the Jerry Adams Award, what Jerry Adams Award means to you and BCC.
Okay, the Jerry Adams Award is basically, it's a general scholarship for students who have tested into a low math skill specifically,
Right.
And who have made it up to upper division level mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Adams was a very prominent faculty member at BCC.
Mm-hmm.
He founded our LRC, so there's a big picture of him
Right
up in there. And I believe he was president of the college for a time as well.
We talked a little bit off camera, and you have all rights to not go personal here, but let's talk a little bit about personally what this scholarship meant and did for you.
Absolutely. For me personally, this scholarship allowed me to secure my living situation. Prior to winning this scholarship, my family, due to various difficulties, was moving around quite frequently, and it was difficult to maintain my GPA with that kind of stress.
Right,
and so what this scholarship allowed me to do is pay that first and last month's rent, and just know for sure that I have a place where I can be, where I can study. And fortunately, I'm very blessed because it's only 4 blocks away from my school.
Right,
So,
that works out for you.
yeah, I love it. I love it.
Talk a little bit about the requirements to get this award.
So the requirements, it is centered around GPA, and fortunately, I'm again blessed to have a 3.9 at this time.
Congratulations, right on.
And it two of the big requirements were extracurricular activities, and for me that meant being a senator on student government, which is one, and the other would be being a student ambassador at Berkeley City College. And the student ambassador program is basically like the hands and feet of the outreach program at BCC.
Talking a little bit to the other student government officers around the campuses, getting your fellow students involved is always a challenge.
Yes,
As you being on the front line with the outreach and actually dealing with the potentials and actually the current, what do you see as some of the challenges that current students are facing as to why should I stay even around the campus? I got my education, I'm going on.
Right.
And what would you do to encourage them to stay?
The biggest thing, I think, awareness. A lot of students don't know what else is going on at their campus, and I think making them aware is the biggest factor, because I think that urge to be present and be involved is always there if you can spark it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think it's in every student. It's just a matter of they gotta pull it out of them, so to speak.
Yeah, for the most part. Maybe it in some you may have to pull a little more than others, but I do think it exists in there somewhere.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
In scholarship winners, a lot of people think it's only the privileged, only the ones who actually, one of the recurring themes is if you just apply for it, if you just go out there and do it, you never know what may happen.
Exactly.
Did that kind of happen for you, and talk about that?
It did. I completely agree with that. I didn't expect to win this one, in all honesty. This was a shock. And the faculty kind of pulled a prank on me. They didn't want to tell me beforehand. They just kind of let me know that.
Really?
Yeah. And I would say, no student ever knows what's going to happen because there's an essay involved. And, everyone has a story. And you never know what's going to blow those people away. So I think I would say to those students, just express yourself, be true to yourself, and bring that forward. And you honestly never know.
Yeah. You have any other aspirations in student government, or you
not in student government. I leave that to the next generation.
Right on.
But I look forward to seeing what they'll be doing. And
what did you get or gather from your experience in student government, especially at BCC?
Yeah, being a senator at BCC, I got to really sort of see what the process behind student government is. You know, I had an idea when I was running, but again, having an idea isn't really the same as having that experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be honest, you know, some of those meetings we were really going back and forth. There was some intense debate, and it's really nice to see how we've gotten to know each other as a council well enough to where we can really streamline our conversations and really serve the students in what I feel is a highly effective way.
Excellent, excellent. What do you say to to next year's Jerry Adams Awards winner?
Congratulations, and I want to say that they must be set for high things. Absolutely. I don't know who they are, what they've been through, but I just want to congratulate them and really applaud them for getting to where they are now.
And you say that because it's what a measure more of achievement and steadfast consistency than it is, I got an award and I won it?
Yeah, that's what I think. I really think, because I feel like, for me, I feel like I won out of just sheer dogged persistence. You know, just
stay in the course.
Tooth and claw, you know, just holding on. And so whoever wins it next, I just want to applaud them for sticking through.
Right on.
Keeping on.
Well, we applaud you for sticking through. Congratulations on your award.
Much.
All right. That was Kristophe Green from BCC. We'll be back in a few minutes.
First floor.
Marketing, sound design, my business. Berkeley City College has transformed my life.
Fifth floor.
My next stop, flying to UC Berkeley.
Berkeley City College transformed my life.
Second floor.
Berkeley City College got me out in the community.
I attended the PACE program, the program for adult college education.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I'm your host, Jay Calhoun. We are now joined by the Jack Kent Cooke Scholarship Award winner, Luis Mendez. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
All right. Let's talk about the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Award. It's for transferring students. It's kind of a big award. 786 national applicants out of 50 award winners. What did you do, man? How'd you get that?
I don't know. I just I was told by my counselors that I could apply years ago. Like, I knew about it 2 years ago, and then I always kept it in mind, you know, and trying to always do the best, because I knew it was very competitive, and I really need to present like good application, and that it was impossible otherwise.
Right on.
So I just prepared to that moment from like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. It paid off. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So we talked a little off camera. Your major, one of the top majors in the country, civil engineering. Why civil engineering?
You know, I always thought engineering would give me like more options to make a change. I thought I always wanted to choose something that I feel I will be able to do things, not to depend on obstacles that I could find like I thought it was the one that would give me more tools to achieve my goals professionally, but also as somebody that will give back to society and keeping in mind that I was raised most of the time in Nicaragua.
Okay, outstanding.
I always had in mind that civil was very needed there, and in many of Latin American countries we were lacking of infrastructure, and I thought it was what I want to do, what I felt passionate for in that moment. Yeah.
Excellent. The award that you won. Again, we talked about how many people applied for it, how many national students of scholastic aptitude have actually tried to get this award. Now that you've gotten it, do you feel a sense of more accomplishment or bigger accomplishment? You can walk on water now? Do you think you can achieve something that we couldn't?
To be honest, when I knew about it, I was very calm. I'm a very calm person.
No, really?
Yeah, like I was excited, definitely. Anybody would be excited, but I thought all of these students, like you said, were amazing, and it kind of got me by surprise too. Everybody's confident about what they have achieved, but it could have been for me or somebody else. At the end, if you think about it, it's a lot of people reviewing our applications, and everybody gets reviewed by maybe somebody else. So it's very subjective in that sense. And I think I got it, and I'm grateful, and wow, it's great. But I was calm because of that. I was keeping in mind that that it could have been for anybody else too.
Right on. Right.
So
that's a good perspective.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how Berkeley City College helped you in this process, not only applying for the scholarship, the counselor that you got to help you, but also preparing you for winning the award.
Yeah. Well, I got definitely outstanding help. I told Paula Coyle, the head of the transfer center. Yeah. I told her, of course, the help that and the committee, of course, because I didn't get to know the committee as I know Paula Coyle. I just met once the committee, but when they congratulated me that I was being nominated for this year. But I told her that the work that they did, reviewing my application and helping me to make it the best possible, it was amazing. And also because I told her my weakness, I might have good ideas, but I have to say I'm engineering. I have done my English prerequisites. I'm a Spanish speaker. I think in Spanish now, my English, of course, is getting better every time, but that was my weakness, and they helped me improve that part. Of course, ideas and different point of views, different perspectives that they brought also were very important, but I also think that the English part make it another level, bring it to another level that everything is clear and is communicated the best way possible. Right. Yeah. So they were definitely amazing in their work for me.
Are you in student government?
No.
You're not. So this award is to anybody who applies. Not have to be student government. Have to be a 4.5. You can apply for this award. Yeah,
I think. Like I told you before, we cannot apply definitely. In other words, we need to be nominated first, and well, in that sense, to be honest, I think it might be something that a lot of students don't get to know about because it's not open application, and maybe because they have been changing the process, they do it. That might affect the amount of people that applies, the amount of people get to know. But I think also at the same time, that's the responsibility of the student to be encouraged to go for the opportunities,
Talk about that a little bit, about the fact that, as a student, you have to kind of proactively put yourself out there to know about these things.
Yeah, well, I told this to Paula too, that I felt, of course, amazed that I was nominee, but at the same time, I was kind of surprised to see that I felt not many people knew about it. I don't know. I feel many scholarships go like that. Like nobody knows about it, nobody goes for it, nobody looks for it.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel that many good students don't talk about it, and they just go do their work. You know,
Right.
go research about it, go look for it.
Right.
Also, to be doing activities, you know, out of the school gives you more kind of awareness of the opportunities when you go volunteering with NGOs or things like that.
Right.
These people are more experienced on life, and many times you work with people that are in your major but at a higher level,
Right.
maybe in the field work already,
Exactly.
and they can advise you. Many times they tell you, look here, look that, I did this when I was at your age.
There you go.
So that maybe that is very important too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations to the Jack Kent Cooke Award winner this year,
Thank you.
Luis Mendez. Right on, man. We'll be right back with Peralta Matters.
Turn the guitars down. It's time to sculpt the sound. The volume's too high. He is not horsing around. Turn the guitars down. It is the classic standoff. We like to play at 11. You like to turn us off. Turn the guitars down.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I want to thank today's guests for coming on the show. I also want to congratulate them for their scholastic achievements in winning their scholarship awards. For more information on any of these awards, please visit peralta.edu. Until then, do something that matters.
Peralta TV, programs that matter.